Aisha Buhari ousted the State House Permanent Secretary for refusing illegal directives. Aisha Muhammadu Buhari, the wife of President Muhammadu Buhari, has been revealed to be the driving force behind the ouster of the recently redeployed Permanent Secretary of the State House, Jalam Ahmed Arabi. Numerous sources have revealed that Arabi, a seasoned technocrat and civil servant, has been redeployed to the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development following a spat with the president's wife, which involved a directive from Mrs. Buhari for the permanent secretary to pay Oyster code to her children when they travel on foreign trips. Additionally, following a directive from President Muhammadu Buhari for all the children in the first family of Nigeria to only be flown out for business class in order to cut down on the cost of travel, Mrs. Buhari is said to have tried to float the president's order by ordering the former permanent secretary to book first-class tickets for her children on future trips, a directive that the permanent secretary rebuked. Arabi is said to have explained to the president's wife that he was unable to pay Oyster code to her children when they traveled, as they were not civil servants or political appointees. During the permanent secretary's tenure, sources also reveal that Mrs. Buhari is also attempted to direct Mr. Arabi to provide her with the sum of 2 million naira a month for health care expenditures, which was also declined by the permanent secretary. Arabic's deployment from the State House, the situation between the permanent secretary and the First Lady came to a head when she explicitly attempted to direct him to pay her aides more days than they were entitled to on foreign training and meetings. Due to Arabi declining Mrs. Muhammadu Buhari requests, the president's wife is said to have started insulting the permanent secretary, following which a shouting match ensued. Mrs. Buhari is said to have immediately contacted the SGF to send over one of her key allies, the S1 permanent secretary of the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Tijani Idris Oman, to immediately replace Arabi for insubordination. In a circular issued by the head of state to the Federation, Folashade Yemi Azan, on 23rd March 2020, Arabi has now been posted to the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, while Tijani has assumed his role as the State House Permanent Secretary. Viewers, I think with what Aisha Buhari has done, it's very wrong. So, Aisha Buhari is also corrupt. Imagine what she did. This is more to the story. Everything seems to be revolving around the First Lady, painting her with a negative pictures of corruption. She can do that. As long as it's for her family members, she can do whatever she wants, because they are all corrupt. The husband is a corrupt man, so the wife should also be corrupt. This attitude of hers, it's so surprising. It's so surprising. What is 2 million naira on a monthly basis for health expenditure to our to our First Lady? He should can ask every month someone should be receiving 2 million naira. Do you know what that is? It's a huge amount of money. It's very huge. But she says she'll be using it every month for the health care, for the health care purpose, to be taking of they've taken care of the health care, what they call it, for health care expenditure, which they have not been doing. Look at what this man just has said, Boss Mustafa. And when they gave him the head of the health care service, he said when he saw the health care service, he was so shocked, and he asked himself that, so this is how bad this health care service is, that he has never thought of coming to this place, coming to the health care service, to find out how bad it is. That he never expect, but he has been hearing that they have been collecting money for this to renovate and take care of this health care service. So how come the health care is as bad as this? No improvement, no equipment, no renovations, nothing has been done about what they have been saying they use this money for. They never use this money for this health care for the health care service, but they have been using it to take care of themselves. Imagine these people. Imagine these people learning what they are doing to Nigerians. Asking the permanent, the State House permanent secretary to send, to pay his children Oyster codes. Imagine that. And the man refused. And what did Aisha Buhari did? Immediately changed the man. He changed the permanent secretary to a minister of humanitarian affairs, disaster management and social development. This is not called for. No matter what, she shouldn't have done that. Asking him to pay Oyster codes to our children when they travel on foreign trips. We want to do that secretly. We want to do that secretly behind our husband, President Muhammadu Buhari. Is that not a corrupt person? Is this not a corrupt country? This country is so corrupt that nobody won't even care about others. Aisha Buhari does not care about what people feel, about what Nigerian feels. Her main concern is her children. She can only fight for her immediate family, but she does not care about other people's. She does not care about other people. She does not care about millions of Nigerians who can't afford to eat or even feed or even clothes. Some cannot afford to eat one good square meal a day. Is that not selfishness? Some cannot afford that, but Aisha Buhari, the first lady, is asking for Oyster code for his children. Waste of money. Like other people in Nigeria are suffering. The poor ones are suffering. They can't even get 200 naira, 100 naira a day. But you are spending money flying your children abroad. Flying your children abroad. Your husband is going for a medical checkup every week. Is that not a huge amount of money? Imagine. We are so tired of this country. Corruption. What has been happening in this country? It's so angry. We are so angry about the government. What is happening in this country is so angrisome. Imagine that. This situation is not always far-fetched, given the circumstances and the person involved. So after flying first class, they will not die, right? Won't they die anymore? Wicked set of people, wicked set of rulers, wicked set of leaders. So if the president is your husband, Why are you asking or begging them to like your husband? Is not to like your husband is not in power again? Is he not in power again? Why are you asking? Why is she asking? Humanitarian. Why is she asking the permanent secretary to the housing state? Why not asking her husband? There's something fishy here. Imagine, she's actually presented herself as decent in the beginning, but now see, true self, selfish, bigotry, arrogance, deceit is fully manifesting in her. You can't hide true color. You can't hide true color for so long. Definitely one day, everything will be revealed. All the previous fights were for family profiting and not for common good of Nigerians. Shame on them. Deceitful husband and wife. Why are they doing this? Stop using your baby face to cover your real depiction of who you are. Imagine that. Look at what they are doing. These corrupt people. I never expected first lady to do such a thing. Imagine this permanent secretary to housing state is a decent man. I'm so proud of him for refusing. He refused to pay the Oyster code of the children, and he's a good one at that. Because of that, he has to sack him and replace him with another person. Imagine that. Imagine, this family is a liability of this country. They use our money to travel to different places, not for any reason but to enjoy themselves to other countries. In other countries, they are just wasting the taxpayer money on frivolous travels and things that they cannot ordinarily use their own money for, but the country's money. Imagine. So the president's wife is far more than this cheap. Is far. It can't expect her of doing such a thing. Look at them, birds of the same feathers. They flock together. So viewers, what is your take on this news that you just listened to? If you have any comments or any contributions, please don't hesitate to drop them below the comment box. Click on the subscribe buttons as well as the bell button to receive notifications whenever I publish new videos. And don't forget, share and like.